Well, I'm sure by now you guys have realized that I have a home theater that I built inside of a shed. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it here in just a little bit. I want to show you guys some of the top tier portable native 4K home theater projectors that you guys can purchase on the market right now. You see up there, I've got the JVC RS2000, which is an amazing 4K native projector. Absolutely not portable. It's like 48 pounds. It is permanently mounted up there on the ceiling. But what if I wanted to have the home theater or projector experience elsewhere, not inside my home theater? Well, for one, we've got the Anker Nebula Cosmos 4K Laser Projector and the XGIMI Horizon Pro, also a 4K LED projector. So a couple different types of projectors, but in my opinion, these are the two best 4K portable projectors on the market today. So I want to compare them head to head, and I'll let you guys know what I think about each projector and compare them head to head, and ultimately let you guys know what I think you guys should purchase: the Nebula 4K laser projector or the Horizon Pro by XGIMI. Both fantastic companies. Well, it really comes down to, oh, I'm not gonna spoil it. Let's get into the video. This is the Nebula Cosmos 4K laser projector by Anker. Anker is coming up with some very innovative products. This is no exception here, I'm sure. Pretty solid packaging there. I like the little pull tabs there. That's really creative. The projector itself has a handle on it. Upon first grip, it has a very premium feel to it. Here is the projector itself, lens there on the front. It is really clever use of the colors there on that lens with the Nebula logo around the back. Very simplistic. We've got 4 ports. There's the power port, HDMI port, USB Type A, and an auxiliary. This is a 4K laser projector with Dolby audio speakers built right into the projector itself. I do see a lot of sensors and a variety of imaging devices here on the front for what I'm sure would be some auto calibration. We've got the Nebula streaming box, which we're going to install right in the back. The remote control, which it looks like it's just a simple plastic remote. It does have some quick buttons there, which is nice to have the quick buttons directly to YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and Disney. First thing I'm gonna do is gonna have us push and slide open the back, slide up to open the back cover, install the included 4K streaming dongle. Supposed to be able to slide this up and pop it off. Get the little 4K streaming dongle, plug in the bottom here to the HDMI and the top USB port there, plug it in right there, and then put the back cover back on. Close it by sliding that down, and now that streaming box is installed and we'll be able to stream 4K content directly to the projector. All right, we've got the XGIMI Horizon Pro LED projector. Ooh, there it is right there. Beautiful kind of rose gold gray look to it. So there's other things down here in the bottom. Yes, there are. Manual, power plug, power brick, pretty hefty actually. That's decent sized power brick. And the remote control. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed for a projector remote there. It has a nice aluminum feel to it there on the remote. If we bring the projector back in here, yeah, that feels really good in the hand. Projector itself here, got a protective plastic there on top, simple buttons there right across the top. We've got the lens itself. On the back, we've got some nice ports here. We've got the optical port, we've got 2 USB-A ports, 2 HDMI ports, an Ethernet port, and an auxiliary headphone audio jack, and of course the power adapter plug right there. It boasts Harman Kardon sound built right in, so I'm curious to see how those speakers sound coming out of the projector itself. And on the bottom, we've got a 1/4-20 mount, and this is a 4K LED projector. So on paper, these projectors are very similar. The Nebula is a 4K laser and the XGIMI is a 4K LED. The Nebula has 2400 lumens and the XGIMI is 2200 lumens. They're both DLP. They're both 40K, which means it has a resolution of 3,840 by 2,160 with a maximum supported resolution of 4,096 by 2,160 at 60 Hertz. The contrast ratios are very comparable. However, the Nebula does use a dynamic contrast ratio, and the throw ratios are also very similar. They both have auto-focusing and auto keystone correction. However, the XGIMI does have an automatic obstacle avoidance system in it, basically meaning that if you put an object in front of it, it will sense that and readjust your image to go around it. However, I could never get that feature to work on the XGIMI, no matter how many settings I changed and adjusted. It just didn't matter. I could never get that feature to actually work. So at the end of the day, they're both very similar, even down to the lamp life. And I say lamp kind of in quote because the Nebula is a laser and you will never have a bulb to actually change. They both boast 25,000 hours of use time. So what it really comes down to is 5 key areas: portability, brightness, picture quality, sound quality, and ease of use, or the user interface of the projectors themselves. Because at the end of the day, using multiple projectors, I've found those are the 5 key things that, if not gotten right, you're going to be a little bit disappointed and frustrated in the performance of your projector. For portability, there are a couple things to take into consideration: size, weight. And when it comes to weight, the XGIMI definitely beats the Nebula, but the Nebula has that handle, and that handle absolutely makes the Nebula easy to pick up, carry. Even if you're carrying a couple other things, you can carry that Nebula with one hand. The XGIMI, while it's portable in size, lighter in weight, it doesn't have any kind of handle, so you're really just lifting it with 2 hands. And the other big thing that I love about the Nebula is that the power supply brick is built right into the unit itself, but it's so cumbersome to try to move the XGIMI from one room to another location because you have to carry so many things together. Whereas the Nebula, you just lift up the projector, grab the remote, and go to the next location. Brightness is one of the most important things that consumers look for in a projector, and it's understandable because not everybody has a controlled lighting scenario like I do with my home theater. So you've got to take into consideration natural light, overhead lighting, room lighting. There's so many other light sources that you as a consumer would generally have to take into consideration. So brightness is very important. And while they both boast very similar lumens, however, the Nebula does edge out the XGIMI by 200 lumens. Brightness is very important. In fact, I've done multiple studies online and done some research and found out that the #1 complaint about projectors in the consumer market is the brightness of the projector. So after doing multiple tests and showing you here on screen just kind of comparisons, honestly, you are not going to be able to see through one of my videos or anybody else's YouTube videos online real accurate brightness comparisons unless you're in the room with the projector itself. And after I've done the testing, the Nebula definitely wins when it comes to brightness. If you want the brightest 4K portable projector, the Nebula definitely beats not only the XGIMI, but pretty much any other portable projector in this price point at 4K resolution that I've tested. Picture quality is subjective in a lot of ways because sometimes people like more saturated colors, other people like more muted colors. When it comes down to it, the sharpness and the clarity of both projectors were almost indistinguishable. It was very difficult to tell the two apart when it came down to the picture quality itself. But my personal subjective opinion is that the picture quality of the Nebula definitely edged out the XGIMI in a variety of scenes across sports, movies, animations, you name it. The Nebula, in my opinion, has a little bit better picture quality. There's honestly no way for me to demonstrate for you guys the sound quality or give you a sound quality comparison.
Oh, I hope he didn't realize I was sleeping.
Because, again, you're listening on multiple devices. There's just no way to do it. So let me just cut to the chase on the sound quality. While the Nebula has really good speakers built in, Dolby Atmos speakers that kind of simulate that Dolby Atmos experience, and it sounds fantastic, the XGIMI with that Harman Kardon speaker setup just sounded a little bit better, a little bit fuller in a lot of the movie scenes. Now, it's obviously not going to compare to a full 7.2.4 Dolby Atmos surround sound system like I have in my home theater. But for a portable projector, you really can't go wrong with either one of these. But in this category, I'm going to give it to the XGIMI for overall sound quality. And after using both projectors for a few days each, watching a variety of shows on them, including Netflix on both projectors, I would have to say that the ease of use goes to the Nebula and the XGIMI, because at the end of the day, they both run Android 10. They both can access all of your streaming services that you would want, including Netflix. On the Nebula, it's included natively. On the XGIMI, you can get to Netflix through the Android app that they give you instructions in the box, how to download it, how to install it, or you get a separate 4K streaming dongle and plug that in via the HDMI port on the back, which I tested. It worked perfectly. You can get them on Amazon for about $80. I'll put a link in the description below. But it was nice that the Nebula had Netflix certification straight out of the box. Netflix was pre-installed, ready to play. I do hope this has helped you make a decision on which projector is the best in the market right now for 4K portable projectors, the Nebula or the XGIMI. Links in the description below. Evie, though, our little terrier mix, definitely wants you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, leave a comment, and hit that like button.